What's up, you guys? Jake here with Stolen Potential, and I wanted to talk to you guys about the next album by 21 Pilots. We know that this next album will be, in fact, the last album in the Dima storyline, and so with that being said, there are quite a few expectations. When they confirmed that in the Zane Lowe interview when Skeleton Icy was coming out, I was initially concerned because that means that there's a lot riding on this, and I'm just praying that they stick the landing. Tyler's confirmed that they've had basically the ending of it, planned from the start, which is great, but still, with finality comes a lot of expectations. We do know, at least from preliminary interviews and tweets by Tyler, that it'll kind of be going back to the same storytelling as Trench and the same method of storytelling as Trench. And what I mean by that is the lyrics will be a lot more straightforward and a lot more on the nose. We didn't really see that with Blurryface or with Skeleton Icy, but we did see a lot of story threads directly addressed in Trench. And I feel like because of that, it made the lore of Trench a lot more accessible. And so with the final album in the Dima storyline and them trying to wrap up a lot of these open story threads, they do kind of need to take that direct approach in the storytelling and in the lyric writing. So I personally am a lot more excited about that type of stuff because I really love digging into those types of lyrics. The more vague storytelling of Blurryface, he doesn't interest me as much. So the fact that they're returning back to that same storytelling from 2018's Trench really excites me. There's also been a lot of hints to the next era's color scheme as well, and that color being purple. I've played around with the idea of a purple era on my Instagram the past couple weeks, and I'm gonna say this right now, but it could be maybe my favorite era. We'll see. So the first hint that we got of a purple era was Ned's Bayou merch line, the pop-up stand. 21 Pilots hasn't been shy, and they haven't been strangers to hinting at future era stylistic choices and color schemes in the past. Like they've done that with Blurryface and with Trench, hinting at the future themes and visuals of the next era. So when looking at the Ned's Bayou pop-up shop merch, we can see that a lot of the shirts have this grayish purple color, or this light violet color. The color purple has also been affirmed by a polo that Tyler wore during a festival with a purple butterfly on his shirt as well. Not only does that affirm the color purple, but also kind of gives us a hint of the next theme, or thematically where this next album is going. Typically a butterfly represents metamorphosis, a period of change, evolving to your final form, and that kind of matches with the Banditos and honestly Tyler / Clancy, where he's at right now in his journey. He's now mastered morphing into other bodies by performing necromancy. We saw that in the Outside music video with Keon's, and so I think now that they have morphed into their final evolution phase, they are now adequately able to fight back against the bishops, which you saw at the end of the music video. Dima catches on fire and is burning from the inside out. So not only has purple been affirmed through the merch and that polo that Tyler wore, but also the thematic choices that they've decided and landed on, those have also been hinted at as well, with that same butterfly appearing on Tyler's shirt. Now, in terms of when this album is going to be coming out, I'm banking on 2023. We know that Tyler has been working on this album for quite some time, and he was actually working on it in tandem with Skeleton Icy. We know this through another series of interviews with Tyler before Skeleton Icy came out, where he basically said that he had two options that he could take the story. He chose Skeleton Icy at the end of the day. But there's also the other option, the final album, which we know it as now, and that album was being developed side by side with Skeleton Icy. Now, obviously, it's not done, and the songs aren't completed and mastered yet or anything like that, but they have been thinking about this for quite some time. So when this final album comes out, I wouldn't be surprised to see all this connective tissue that is connecting to Skeleton Icy that we can now see from a bird's eye perspective, having that final album in hand. This album is gonna be here before we know it. I mean, teases, I'm pretty sure are gonna be vamping up pretty shortly, maybe in the next 6 months or so. We might get another music video from the Psy era. I wouldn't count on it though, but I would love to see another one. And I feel like after that music video comes out, we're just in the transitionary period of waiting for the new hints. We could see, dmaorg website updates again, letters from Clancy now that he is alive. If you guys have any additional information of, where this album is going to be going or any additional details confirmed by Tyler or Josh, please let me know in the comments below. So yeah, that's basically everything that we know about this next album. I really wanted to get a video out there discussing this and wanting to talk about it. I wanted to just kind of break my 4-month hiatus of not making videos. I appreciate you guys, and I love you all. This has been Jake with Soul and Potential, and I will see you when I see you.